Hello guys, hi, how are you and what's up? Oh my god, I have like the biggest smile on my face because I have missed you so damn much. It's been 2 weeks or more since I've sat down and done a tutorial or any sort of video for YouTube. I'm gonna catch you up on everything very briefly before I move into this video. Today's video is not about talking about my life, it's about really doing a makeup routine for you. But just to give you a quick where I have been, we've been working on M.A.C Beauty very hard. Since we've gotten a lot of feedback from the first launch, we have been working to improvise our formulations, our packaging, everything is gonna be turned up and different and you're gonna love it even more. I know we have been out of stock ever since we launched. It's like there's never any stock, but that's because you guys are so awesome. That is why, okay? And so we have called for double numbers, we have improvised on the formulation, we have literally taken time to improvise the brand as much as possible, and that is necessary, and that's why you guys are there, right? We have to take in feedback and work on it, and that's exactly what we have been doing for over the past month. It's going to be super fun, super exciting. You're going to enjoy M.A.C Beauty and see it for what it really is. So I'm very stoked, okay? That's why I have been gone for over 2 weeks, because I have been just working and finalizing a few things that required my attention, and that's why I have been vlogging. So if you guys haven't checked out my vlogs, the Akika home series, please check it out. For all of you who don't know, that's just it's a series that I do almost every time. Like, I just vlog my surroundings, I vlog my life and my family and stuff, just to give you a little insight on what my life looks like apart from this YouTube setup, okay? And yeah, so check that out, and I'm just so happy and excited to be back in my comfortable setup. If you've noticed, I changed my background to everything white and cream, and I love it. I love it so much. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing something super exciting. This is an updated makeup routine, okay? I do this makeup almost every time I go out, no matter what the occasion and what the event. If I have 10 minutes, this is the routine I would do, okay? I sort of really cut down my steps. I avoid a lot of things in my everyday makeup routine. Alright, so without further ado, let's quickly jump into my everyday makeup routine. Alright, so the first thing you want to do always is prep your skin. You know this, it's a cardinal rule and it cannot be dismissed. Even if you have 10 minutes, if you have 5 minutes, I don't care, you have to prep your skin, okay? Simply because if you don't prep your skin, the entire day your makeup is going to crack and look absolutely dry and dull. And that's not what we want for our makeup. When you have long days and you have only 10 minutes to get ready, you need to get your skin prepped. It's one of the most important steps of my routine. So I never skip prepping of skin. Okay, like you can see, I already have moisturizer. I always do 24/7. So that's a given. You can go in with your daily moisturizer, your day cream, or whatever that you use, and then I'm gonna take my Smashbox Vitamin Glow right here, and I'm just gonna generously put that all over my face. Feels good doing makeup in front of the camera, man. I have missed this. All right, I brought you close to see my skin. This product is already over, actually. It's like a gel consistency. It really hydrates the skin. Anything that makes your skin look juicy, plump, wet. All of those words are required for prepping of skin, at least for dry skin girls. For all my oily skin people out there, use whatever floats your boat. Any moisturizer that suits your skin type, go for that, okay? But one moisturizer is never enough. You want to layer on and make sure your skin looks very plump before you go in with makeup products, okay? That's my ideal trick I would tell everybody to do. The next thing I would do, and I have fallen in love with this product, and you must have this in your makeup vanity. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy+Smooth Primer. You guys, this is one of the best drugstore primers in the market at the moment in India, and I feel like it just gives you what you need for your skin, okay? And this they have two variants, one for oily skin, which is a matte one, and one for dry skin, which is a dewy one. Girls, let me tell you, I don't think I can do without this primer. If you cannot get the Versali liquid glass, which is so expensive and it's so good, get this. This is gonna make up for it, okay? I'm gonna show you what one pump does. I'm just gonna get a good squeeze out. I use this very generously. And I'm just gonna layer it specifically on the outer part and then go inwards, all over basically, but just take your time, prep. what I've been doing lately is that my under eye has been really dry. So what I do is I take this cream and I just dab underneath my eye for some dewiness. Okay, so it's really nice. It sits very beautifully. Look at my skin though. It's really beautiful. It's such a nice veil of hydration on your face. It's not sticky or whatever, it's glossy, it's hydrating. Okay, so this is the kind of product you want to put on your face before you go in with any sort of makeup. Okay, so those are my 2 steps that I love doing. And then I'm gonna go in with my pore filling primer. Okay, now this I absolutely need and I cannot skip out on, but you can. If you don't have large pores or anything, totally skip it out, you don't need it. Okay, but I'm gonna use my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and it's pore minimizing. Okay, any sort of blurring primer is absolutely great to create a barrier between the makeup and your skin. Okay, so I have a lot of visible pores around here, my nose and my cheeks. So I'm just gonna dab it in. When you grow older, there are just some steps you cannot miss, and a pore filling primer has been one of those. Earlier I used to not even care about these, but now I feel like it makes such a huge difference. Alright, so now my skin prep is done. I'm gonna move into the makeup bit of it, and I'm not gonna time myself as in 10 minutes. I'm just gonna really elaborate and show you the steps that I do. I need to make sense when I'm doing something, right? I can't just show you this is how I do it and that's how you need to replicate it. No, you need to understand why I'm doing it, and if this makes sense to you, then you go ahead and do it, because everybody's skin type is different and everyone's routine is different. Okay, and I'm going to show you why this works for me. So the first thing I'm going to do is move into concealer. Sometimes I don't have time for foundation and I could not care less. I'm just like, it's all good. Okay, so I'm happy with my skin peeking through these days. I'm not really bothered of full coverage. So I take my usual concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Pure Beige. What I do is I'm just going to take a little bit, because I have a lot of darkness around here. Can you see the brownness? That's why I'm using this concealer. You don't have to use 2 concealers. Okay, you can just use 1 concealer that works perfectly well for you. In my case, I'm just going to use 2 because that's what I'm comfortable with. I'm just going to dab a little bit. Like you can see, I'm not even going overboard. Like that's the max I would do. Okay, this is a PAC 272 brush. What I do is I just scatter the product like this. I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to blend it all out very seamlessly. And 100% you can go on your lid. If you don't care about that, you can let it be. I just sort of make my face like one tone first before I add dimensions. And then immediately I take my L'Oreal Infallible or my Too Faced concealer, whatever concealer you love best. I chose a drugstore one today because it's easily available, super affordable. And this is in the shade Amber. Okay, it's the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. And this I use generously. Okay, because it's a very thick full coverage concealer, it's giving me a very good finish to my face all over. Okay, so if there's anywhere I see darkness, if there's anywhere I feel like I need to conceal, I got a blemish, so I'll just run it like that around my nose, and I will drag it a little later, but these are my concerned points. Okay, now you go ahead and start blending it out. I'm just going to take a foundation brush and I'm just going to buff. Do you see? I'm not adding any product. I am buffing, because always when you just buff here, there'll always be a demarcation because you are putting product, okay? So your skin color will always be different from your product color. Make sure you're taking a brush and you're blurring the lines out and making it all one. Okay, even if the product travels, let it travel. It's fine. We're not looking for a full coverage face. We're just taking a brush and we're just mushing it all over. Running it up, running it across. Major part of the concealer always remains here because this is the most problematic area for all of us. And if you have a little bit more like blemish or scarring, just take the concealer and tap it with your finger, okay? For the rest of you, you will just take your brush. This is the Rufa Beauty brush. You can take any brush. You can also take your blender. You can take your fingers. When I don't have time, I do this. Literally, I become that mom. Fingers work great as well. Okay, so as long as it looks blended, my key word is blended. Never walk out with demarcation lines. That is very unflattering. Okay, So your neck will always look good because you don't have product here in the first place. Okay, so blend, blend, blend. So I'm taking my Fit Me Loose powder now. Any powder that you love works. This is in the shade Light 15 and it does wonders for my under eye. So I stick to it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to again get rid of my creases. I'm going to pick up the powder. Baking works for me, so this is what I do. I just go ahead and put the powder in for a minute. Just underneath my eye. Okay, for a lot of you, baking might not be the most preferred method. Okay, you just love to set with your compact powder or loose powder generally. Amazing, you're lucky that that works for you. But in order for my under eye not to crease, I have to bake. So I don't let my bake sit for like 30 minutes. It's just literally 30-40 seconds. Okay, while I'm doing the rest of my makeup, I let it sit. The longer you let it sit, the longer it packs in the concealer really well. So I'm just going to run whatever's remaining on my beauty blender. I'm gonna get rid of these weird like lines that come in. You wanna set it so it looks very flawless. I'm just gonna tap some loose powder on top. Okay, so I'm not creasing. Now, if you noticed, I haven't put powder anywhere on my face apart from my under eye, okay? Let's keep it like that for now, okay? So moving on, I'm going to do my brows, which is the most tedious bit, but very important. Don't skip brows. Okay, so I do my brows, then if I'm going like out, if I don't feel like doing my brows, I skip my brows altogether and I just brush it up like this and I'm good to go. Okay, so it really depends on your priorities and what part of your face is important to you. For me, my lips is the most important bit. My lip and my cheek are highlights for me. For you, it would be your kohl pencil and your brows and your lashes, you know. So each of us have different areas of our face where we're excited about. So that is why not one routine works for everybody. Okay, so what I do then is I take my eyebrow pencil and I'm not going crazy. I'm literally just okay, I haven't done my brows in like ages and that's why I have to like work really hard at it. But usually quickly filling up the gaps is all I require these days. Okay, and then I'm going to take a brow gel. I may or may not do this step. You can completely skip it. This is the Kosas Airbrow Gel. I'm just going to run it through to give it a really nice... Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to dust the bake off. Okay, I'm going to take this Smith brush and with a very light hand, I'm just going to run this brush over and get rid of the powder. Alright, so when it comes to my cheeks, I never skip out blush, okay? It is one of the most important steps of your makeup routine, okay? And I am going to insist that you use blush because you are going to see a difference in your look, okay? You can definitely go flat face like this, but it's missing something, right? If you see my face. You can definitely add bronzer and, you know, contour your face and go that way as well. But then it's too structured and ashy and not like an everyday look. If you want an everyday makeup routine, you need your steps to be fast and something that you don't have to think about and structure really well, see if it's aligned, avoid all of those angles and everything. You just want to play around with color. Okay, color makes you look fresh, it makes you look youthful, you feel good, energetic, you feel like you've had a good night's sleep. Okay, and I pick up any sort of cream, blush, lipsticks even these days. I take my lipstick and I put it on my cheek if I don't have the time. Okay, but I recently got this Nudestix package which is absolutely amazing and I've been going to it a lot lately. I have a few others, the Rare Beauty liquid blush and the Rare Beauty cream blush. So if I sit to mention all of those, it's gonna be ages. So I just have been using these a lot lately. They have blushes, they have bronzers, they have highlighters. So I've just been using these. If you see, it's so beautiful. You have one shade for everybody. You've got the peach tone, you've got the pink tone. So what I've been using lately, I've been using Beige Babe. So what I'm gonna do is take this blush, it's called Beige Babe, and on one side they have this cream blush and the other side they have a brush. I almost never use the brush bit, only when you're going out you may just like need the brush, but I think my finger is more than enough and it's really better application with finger. So I'm gonna take this, I either put it directly, but I also do this, okay, and then I melt it in my hand and I just sort of place it all over. You don't have to be perfect, dude. I have just appreciated imperfection so much. I'm telling you, that's a story for another day. Okay, look at this. Look! how beautiful and how poppy, and like I just absolutely love the look of this. So any tint, anything that is just liquidy, creamy, runny, you just want to give a little color to your cheek, okay? And this routine takes me less than 7 minutes. I kid you not. Just because I'm explaining now, it's taking so much time, but girl, I'm out the door before you can even say, Miles, get ready. You know those days where we sit and keep doing our makeup? Not anymore, baby. Time is of the essence. Yeah, there you go. I think in just that much, your cheeks are done and your face looks complete. I tap it here, I take a little bit, I tap it on my nosy, just to give it a little color. It says all over face color, you know, and you could use it on your eyes. I did that once and it sort of creased because it is a cream product. So I don't recommend using this on your lid personally. Okay, that's not what I would recommend. Okay, so I think this much is enough. I think it's, oh my God, I'm in love. Like if you see my cheek, it's so youthful, it's so fresh. So they do have a bronzer, it's called Terracotta Tan. Okay, so you can bronze if you need, but I don't have time, I don't care. Skip the bronzer altogether. Okay, and what you can do is use a highlighter, and I tried this recently and I loved it. This is the Bubbly Babe highlight. Okay, and again it comes with a brush and it comes with a highlight. I don't use the brush. It's such a beautiful gold color, like you can see, it's so nice and bronzy. So what I'm gonna do is just tap my finger, warm it first, and you can see how wet the skin looks. And I'm just going to tap it on. Oh my God, baby, when I tell you, like, I've been loving my makeup routine recently, this is why. Put some on your brow bone here, come a little close to the eye, just all over. Look at this. So when I move, automatically you'll see the gloss on the face. I'm gonna take it this side and just... Okay, and that's basically it. And what I do for lashes is I'll just take the Superfan Mascara by Smashbox. I've been loving this, and I just give a nice coat. And one last step, no, I have my lipstick, but just a quick bronzing step. I take my contour brush, I just, because this is something I like to do to give dimension again. And that's it. Just 2 seconds on the nose. I don't put any eyeshadow whatsoever. I just let it be bare. If you want eyeshadow, you're like, no, Miles, I think I need something. Just pick up your same bronzer with the same brush. Add a little color on the top of your crease. And you're done. Okay, so I'm just going to put my lipstick now. I'm gonna take the Soar lip pencil. For lips, you can take anything. I'm taking the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lip in Give a Fig. I've been using this a lot lately. Lipstick though, you can do anything. Right, and this is basically it. This is the final result. I'll just pop some earrings and we're good to go. Alright guys, so this is the final result. I really feel like you can tell you've done some mehnat, you know, and you've taken just 7 and 10 minutes out of your life and you've gotten the time to get ready. So it's just one of those makeup looks where you're not sort of dragging on for too long, doing every little step that you need. Forget perfection. You don't need to structure your cheekbones every day when you're going to office. You don't need that. Okay, try to love yourself the way you look and just accentuate your beauty. Okay, just like learn that makeup is just to make yourself look confident, feel confident just the way you are. And I've realized that this makeup look makes me feel so good. I just love how glossy my skin looks. And yes, definitely I do wear a mask on top of this, but nothing moves. Nothing moves. This completely sets on its own. And you know what? I just throw this in my bag. Like how much space does this take? I just throw it in my bag, and then whenever I need a touch up, I just do this, pop, 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 and I'm done. Touching up your makeup is always great. Okay, you don't have to have anything that is super long lasting or completely caking up your face, putting on powder. It is not required. Alright, so what I do is the things that I carry with me in my bag are always my lipsticks. Okay, I carry one crushed lip. I carry one blush with me, and I carry one compact powder at all times. This is the MAC Studio Fix Compact Powder in NC30. It's got a powder puff right here. So what I do is I take my puff anytime I think, it's turning a little oily. Just tap, 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 tap. Just literally soak up the oil and you're fresh again. Okay, so don't be afraid of touching up your makeup. I don't know why a lot of people just want everything long lasting. I don't think that's required in makeup. Okay, just take 2 minutes, go to the washroom, refresh your face and come back. You will feel better. Instead of just going out of the house from 8 a.m. and expecting to look perfect till 8 p.m. is kind of a delusion. Okay, it's not going to happen. Okay, so you need to make sure that you yourself are taking that extra second to go to the washroom and just touch up your lipstick, touch up your blush. And that way you always look put together if that's what you want. That is it. This is my updated final makeup routine, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Okay, let me know what your basic steps are and what is the most important to you. For me, it's lips and cheeks. Okay, so let me know what's your favorite, and I would love to chat with you in the comment section below. I'm so happy that I'm back in my filming setup. It feels so natural to me, just like home. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Please don't forget to check out M.A.C Beauty on Instagram and stay updated with the new launches. You don't want to miss this month's launches, trust me. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.